Well, I guess this is the first video of the year. So happy 2024, everybody. So today we're just going to kind of run through my plans for the 2024 season and what I have on my mind, my game plan, this and that. We're just going to start ourselves in the garage and work our way out. So, like I said, just work our way out. This, my mini bike, love it. Been riding it periodically. Only thing I want to do to this is I want new tires. It's going to get a new exhaust and a filter, air filter on it. That's about it. There's nothing that I have really big plans for this, just besides just get out and run it and have fun. It works, it runs good. Like I said in the last video, still sick. This, we're going to be getting onto that soon, because what I want to do is I don't want to work it on the floor. So we're going to be finishing this motor up and just getting it sealed, cleaned, and painted and put it in a corner. Then I can put the four-wheeler up on here. That way it'll be at a higher level for me to work on it. We are going to reorganize all of this here in a little while. So this is going to be all torn apart, reorganized, all that kind of stuff. We're going to actually put wood on here so it'll kind of, things don't fall through. So all this is going to get reorganized, all that kind of stuff. That's one part away from being done. The Honda. So like I said, all the parts are there. Haven't worked on it in a while just because of being sick and all that kind of stuff. So this is really just needs to be oil pan put back on it. We're gonna do some other little mods to it and all this, but basically track car. So we just need to finish a little bit of stuff on it, because you know, you can't really take a car that leaks oil to a racetrack. Places don't like that. So now that I found out where the oil leak is, then that'll be done. Then we can get this to the track. Yes, we're gonna get this to the track this year. My daily, just keep it clean and drive it. I mean, what else is there? I mean, this is perfect. Have no issues with this. So like I said, we'll get to the backyard in a minute. Yes, I am going to do some track events. I do want to take the Kona to a track, but at least the Honda's going to be at the track. Let's see. So we're going to go to Charlotte Streetcar Takeover, and that is in June. And I'm going to take the Kona. Now, whether or not I just go up, because they do have a test and tune and all that kind of stuff, so hey, take the Kona up, see it'll run in a quarter mile, have some fun with it, or we'll just go up and see, not sure. But we are going to Streetcar Takeover. Let's see, what else do I have planned? I have so much in my phone. There's the tires, wheels. I'm gonna try, I want to get down to Florida this year. So that is my one goal, is I want to make it down to Florida. We're gonna try to make it to the Freedom Factory and do one of Cletus' cars, you know, little events, all that kind of stuff. Try to make it down there, just have some fun. I think that would be fun to get down there. We do have some remodeling to do in the backyard. We're going to be doing some planting and doing some construction in the backyard. Let's see. That's drifting. We'll get to that in a second. Like I say, I screenshot everything on my phone, so I have so much in here. Oh yeah. So the middle of the year, we're doing which I have a mini bike, but I'm gonna try, I need to get me something else, because we're going to a small bore rally. So mini bikes, scooters, all that kind of stuff. So that's like May 31st to June 2nd is a small bore rally that we're hitting up. let's see. Course Grid Life and Hyperfest. So first Grid Life is in South Carolina. We went there last year. I'm going to try to at least get the Honda, because you know the Honda will be done by then. I'm going to try to get a Honda down and get onto their test and tune that they do at Grid Life and all that stuff. So let's see, let's see here. I got, like I said, all right, so South Carolina, April 12th, 14th, we'll be down in South Carolina. We're going to try to hit the Lime Rock, Connecticut one, all that kind of stuff. Couple car shows that we'll be hitting up, all that kind of stuff. Now, after the Honda, so like this thing runs and drives, have no issue with it. It's good to go. I used it to go pick up Christmas tree, all that kind of stuff. Now that I figured out, hey, just make sure the battery's charged. It starts up every time. I've been thinking, which I've brought it up before, I think. Oh yeah, here's another thing we're doing. Another event before we get back into this is we're doing, I can't remember the date of it right now off the top of my head. I think it's towards the end of the year, so it's later in the year, but LS Fest East, which is in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We are going to that. Now, here's the thing. We going to just look, or are we entering something? Which would mean I'd have to have something that would be LS powered. Yeah, we'll leave that out in the open. All right, now to this. Like I said, runs and drives, all that kind of stuff. As soon as we get the Honda done, which it's like literally probably about 2 to 3 days worth of work to get the Honda done, we'll bring the Honda back here, put it in here, we'll get this out. I want to start getting into some body work, and I'm thinking, I've talked about it in a previous video, I think, is, you know, it's a stick shift. I'm thinking about taking it up and running into some of the drifting classes. So I've already talked to them, to the 2 places that do drifting close to me, and they don't mind trucks. So yeah, I know the whole system of trucks drifting has changed over the last like year. So I'm gonna probably drift it. Now here's my thing, I think I talked about it before, is the only thing is these has got 20s on it. I got to switch to 18s just because, yes, I can drift with 20s, but the tires, we'll see. Probably the first time I do take this thing out and slide it, it will be just like this right here. So only thing I'm going to do between now and then is put a spool in the back of this thing, and that's when the Honda's done. We're going to go ahead and get this around and spool it. But besides that, it's drift ready. I mean, what else? You know, I mean, it's like, what else does it need to just go out and have some fun and slide? Nothing besides, you know, a spool. This, we'll get into this. It's just, I've still been having problems with it, and it's starting, not starting, you know, just issues. I've been seriously debating, like, I love the truck, but it's just like so seriously ticking me off. But I've been debating on like getting rid of it and just finding a new one that runs and drives perfectly, because, you know, I need something to tow with. That could do it, but I'm not trying to. So we just need to get off. I just need to figure out why this thing will not crank over. It's got to be something electrical. It has to be. I mean, that's the only thing I can think is something electrical, and this is not allowing this to crank over. Besides that, it's like, if I can get it to crank over, it's just steps away from being done, but without it being cranked. Then, you know, this is a whole waiting on the city aspect. So I have lots of plans for the New Year's. I mean, you know, if you think about the LS, that would mean a new project. Yeah, we'll see. But I do have plans for everything, and I have lots of events that we are going to hit up this year. So I think this year is going to be a very good year for me. Just need to keep myself from getting sick. So stay tuned, because we have a lot of things planned and a lot of things that we want to get into this year. And I'm actually going to try to get into a lot of racing. I wanted to last year, but everything just wasn't lining up. You know, broken cars, this and that. So this year, 2024, let's get some racing done. So stay tuned for that. Catch you next week.